Okay, this one's going to be talking about the new addition last month of OP6 and a few tactical things that came out with it, tactical modules. One thing to note, more tactical modules will be coming out. So we're going to be talking about these, plus there's one in the Forsaken Mission that's going to be considered a blueprint. So, anyway, so let's talk about these real quick. If you look at them, say this one for an example, it affects the turrets. This is the damage increase 10% that it gives for any turret that's within this field. If it's attached to an outpost or a warehouse, you get a reload bonus of 10% for any of these. If you do the combined defense, again, it affects the turrets, you get a defense of 20%. Also, guys, keep in mind, mindful about the 46, about the range. Each one is different. You also want to be able to look at the 178 and make sure you understand the power that is consumed when it's attached. Okay? And then, of course, you got the one that goes on the warehouses that can protect your resources. Okay. We all know, based on the OP6, if you read it, what we posted before and talked about is if you open up the OP, go to the equip. Again, you can put the tactical module on. You can put armor on there too. This is key. Understand that this can only hold up to 3800. And here's your total power. Even at OP6, this is the max power you're going to get. Okay? So currently, if you look at where mine is sitting at, all these turrets are affected by this tactical module. Now, these tactical modules do stack. But here, so you understand about stacking. If I was to place one on this right here, on this warehouse right next to it, it would affect also the same turrets that are some of them that are being affected by the OP. One exception to understand: the OP will give 10%. So you take the 10%, you add it to the reload, or you add it to the damage that it's going to get first. Then you take the second one and you add it 10%. You don't combine 10%, 10%, and say you get 20. It's not how it works. So let's say the damage, building damage, or ballistic damage is 1944. So you take 10% of that. It's 194. You add that to that. 194.4. So round it up to 195 just to give you an even number. Then you take another 10% and you add it to that. So it works in that conjunction versus it doesn't do it 20% of 1944. So just so you guys can understand that. Battle Vortex video, he gave a great spill about it, so go on, check that out. About 25 minutes into it. It's a quick check. He shows you what it should be, how these things really work in conjunction. Okay, next with all of this, it's going to come into play is your base design. One thing to understand: not every base is going to be the same, nor can you set it up the same as close as like it used to be. It's going to be determined based on what turrets you have, how your guard is, where you want to set your guard up, what weapons you have on your turrets, and so forth. So it really is going to take some consideration in how you set your base up. Once you go to OP6, you get 5 more land tiles, you get 2 more turrets. You see a lot of bases right now, if you're watching the videos or seeing the hits, they're trying to stack everything up against on the island, all grouped up, and making it all, if I had this old rig maxed out, I could put something on that. If I had, so I could put old rigs around it. That's what they're doing. putting armor on there, again, you're really gonna have to make sure you understand the whole part of it and how it's going to accept in your base versus just copying someone saying, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Because what I have set up may not work for you because you have different turrets, different layouts, different guards, and so forth and so on. Okay, another thing about a guard, just want you guys to understand if you haven't understood it yet. Look at my enforcer and look at where it sits. And look where the ring is as far as the 100 going out. Okay? Showed you guys pictures of this. If I was to put my Atlas there, it won't reach this enforcer. The Atlas has the longest range at 96. You need at least three land tiles, whether it be water tiles or land, plus where this is at, to keep it from getting right into center. So be mindful of that. Anything closer to that, then you become vulnerable to that Atlas. So again, when you go to design your base, this is some key factors. Another new key factor, just so you guys understand, with the new prize that just came out in the mission, the Deluge Missile, it does go on the Reaper, and it can go on the Kuda. Those are the two ships that it can go on. There's no reason to put it on anything else. Kuda is probably not the best in the world to do it on, but it can be, and you can use it, say, as to do a prep. What I'm getting at is this. That new missile, if you were to put SPF 3 on it, it would now increase the range of it to 100.1, which is the exact same range as what the Enforcer gives to its launchers. So that means a set of Reapers could sit out here and then turn around and hit this and never get fired upon. Another thing to look at. Now your turrets, which needed to be 4 land tiles, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 2 turrets, will now need a 3rd turret in front of it to be able to not to be snipeable from that Reaper sub. So again, it's going to come into base design. So if you have any other further questions when it comes to this, and yes, if you want to use your resource gatherers for it or any other buildings, they have to be at max level to be able to put a tactical module on it. So yes, from now on, your buildings will need complete refits. As things come out, as things change for you, different turrets, so forth and so on, redesigning. So take the time, learn it, and understand it. If there's anything else that you want to know from this, feel free to ask. But I know I sent the link to the Battle Vortex to Chris last night. Let him read it and go from there. A lot of things have changed, and a lot of things are going to be coming out soon, or in the future, I should say. So it's time to become a geek, I guess, and really study it all, and really have a great understanding of what's going on in the game. Alright guys, I hope this helped.